and welcome. I'm Josh Silverman, and this is Edge Ed, cutting edge education for the 21st century. Today, we're continuing with Group 4. Group 4 Vocab Lab, news and olds. All 30 of the words in this group all revolve around this concept of new and old. Today, fresh versus worn out. Let's get it started. So, fresh, first up. All 5 of the words on the left-hand side mean fresh. Cosmopolitan, cultured, well-traveled. Maybe you speak a couple of languages. Modern, sophisticated, urban. You're an uptown girl. You read Cosmo magazine. Might be a little bit of a dated reference there, but whatever. Exotic, exciting. Unusual, unfamiliar, eye-catching. You probably already know that word. Provocative, producing a reaction. Now, could be a provocative statement that produces rage. Could be a provocative outfit that produces arousal. Iconoclastic, I'll do it my way. An iconoclast is a rebel, a renegade, someone who breaks the mold, like a Steve Jobs type. Idiosyncratic, individualistic. Your idiosyncrasies are your mannerisms, your eccentricities, your quirks. Mrs. Grumbacher was a teacher of mine in high school, and she had the idiosyncrasy of saying all the time in her speech. Once, I think we counted up, she said 72 times in a 45-minute class. Those are all fresh. These are worn out. Cliche. It's what they all say. Cliche, it's what they all say. A cliche is some overused phrase. In the great baseball movie, maybe the greatest baseball movie of all time, Bull Durham. Kevin Costner is the old veteran, Tim Robbins is the young rookie, and Costner's character sits down with the youngster to help him with his interviews because he knows this idiot has no idea what to say. You got to know your cliches. Get out a pen and write these down. And so the dude starts writing them down. We got to play them one game at a time. I just want to give it my best shot, and the good Lord willing, things will work out. You got to know your cliches if you're going to be a sports player. Trite, old sprite, no bite. It's flat, it's stale, it's used. Hackneyed, a phrase that's been hacked to death. Expressions that are overused, we call them hackneyed. Hackneyed is the number one synonym for trite. All 3 of these first words, cliche, trite, hackneyed, they're pretty much interchangeable. Conventional, usual. Now, I happen to be old enough to remember the day that my mom brought home our first microwave oven. Now, we all know that a microwave oven heats up food real fast, right? But as soon as we got the microwave, I was presented with a conundrum because we know what this new thing is called. It is called the microwave oven. But that old thing, that thing that we used to heat up all our food in, that was just the oven. What do you call it now? Well, that is a conventional oven. Conventional means usual, typical. Finally, pedestrian, predictable. Notice this is a secondary meaning. We all know what a pedestrian is. It's some cat walking down the street, but not on the SAT. On the SAT, pedestrian means predictable. It means usual. It means typical, unoriginal. All right, let's go ahead and match them up. First time through, I'll say the words. I'll say the clever connections. Cosmopolitan, cultured. Exotic, exciting. Provocative, producing a reaction. Iconoclastic, I'll do it my way. Idiosyncratic, individualistic. Cliche, it's what they all say. Trite, old sprite, no bite. Hackneyed, a phrase that's been hacked to death. Conventional, usual. Pedestrian, predictable. All right, second time through. Strictly from memory. I'll say the words, you say the clever connections. Here we go. Cosmopolitan. Exotic. Provocative. Iconoclastic. Idiosyncratic. Cliche. Trite. Hackneyed. Conventional. Pedestrian. Synonyms for all of these words. All the words on the left-hand side mean fresh, cosmopolitan, worldly, sophisticated, urbane, exotic, striking, eye-catching, unusual, provocative, controversial, inflammatory, tantalizing, iconoclastic, unconventional, dissenting, distinctive, idiosyncratic, peculiar, unique, quirky. And these all mean worn out. Cliche, platitude, banality, maxim. Trite, flat, stereotyped, vapid. Hackneyed, overused, stale, hoary. Ooh, that's a good word. Conventional, orthodox, traditional, conservative, pedestrian, dull, monotonous, commonplace. Let's do it. Let's match up the synonyms and the antonyms for each of our words. We're going to do the first 5 first, all of the fresh words. So for the first 5 words, you are going to circle the synonym, underline the antonym, virtually or however you want to do it. Take a second, do that now, and then we're going to check them out. All right, let's take a look. Cosmopolitan, sophisticated. Exotic, striking. Provocative, inflammatory. Iconoclastic, unconventional. Idiosyncratic, peculiar. All right, let's do the antonyms for those first 5. Cosmopolitan, provincial. From the provinces, out in the country. Exotic, familiar. Provocative, innocuous. Innocuous means innocent. Iconoclastic, orthodox. Idiosyncratic, typical. All right, now synonyms and antonyms for those other 5 words, for the 5 that mean worn out. Take a second, figure those out. All right, let's go. Cliche, maxim. Trite, flat. Hackneyed, overused. Conventional, traditional. Pedestrian, monotonous. And the antonyms, cliche, insight. Trite, imaginative. Hackneyed, creative. Conventional, nonconformist. Pedestrian, groundbreaking. And that's what I've got for you today. We're going to wrap up this group of 30 words next time with good news, bad news. You see how clever news it all is. Thanks, everyone. I'll see you then. Bye-bye.